Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to start the seminar. So first of all, welcome all of you. Now we are moving towards our seminar competition phase 2. So we are going to start here. So our first participant is Isha. Hello Isha, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So are you ready for the seminar?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. So, hello, dear students. Now Isha will represent her topic in front of you. So, Isha, start your seminar. First of all, you have to open your camera and start your seminar.
Uh, Hello, dear sir and ma'am, and dear student. Good afternoon. My name is Risham Yadav. Today the topic of presentation: hydrogen bonding and types. So, I will start the topic of presentation: hydrogen bonding. So, first of all, what's about hydrogen bonding? Hydrogen bonding can be defined as attractive force of attraction. So, see with there in this definition. In this definition, the attractive force that bond hydrogen atoms of molecule with electronegative atoms of other molecule of the same or different structure is known as hydrogen bond. It is represented by three orbital lines. So there is two types of hydrogen bonding. So first is hydrogen bond type is intramolecular hydrogen bond, and second is intramolecular hydrogen bond. So there is no need to be a confused in that intramolecular and intramolecular. First point is intramolecular. I will explain you. I will explain you intramolecular hydrogen bond. A hydrogen bond is an intramolecular force that form a special type of dipole-dipole attraction when a hydrogen atoms bonds to a strongly electronegative atom. A hydrogen bond is a intramolecular force that form a special type of dipole-dipole attraction. So, example is Na and Cl. So, dipole-dipole similar interaction are electronegative interaction between molecules which have format depend. The interaction is stronger than the long force but is weaker than ion-ion interaction, reducing potential energy and explain. A dipole-dipole interaction can be seen in hydrogen fluoride, HCl, the positive end of a four molecule which attractive and the negative ends of the other molecule and influence is positive for molecule have a need attractive attraction between them of pair molecules and inside hydrogen fluoride. Example HCl and chloroform HCHCl3. And second is second is intra second is intramolecular hydrogen bond, the force that holds together the atoms making up a molecule or compound. Example ionic covalent and metallic bonds. Force is any force is any form that behind together the atoms making up a molecule or compound, not to be confused with intermolecular force, which are the force present between molecules. Chemical bonds are considered to be intramolecular force. For this definition, in second definition is this is a small definition: the force that hold together the atoms making up a molecule or compound. Uh, ये जो डेफिनेशन थी हमने ये डेफिनेशन के थ्रू इसको थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन किया है. अब हम इसको शॉर्ट में डिफाइन करके बताते हैं. So look in that. ये है हमारा ए पॉइंट और ये है हमारा एच पॉइंट. इसमें हम लेंगे सबसे पहले माइनस चार्ज और इसमें हम लेंगे पॉजिटिव चार्ज. और ये इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एटम है. जब तक के जो भी हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड रहता है वो हर एक बॉन्ड हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड नहीं रहता, ये पहले कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड रहता है। उसके बाद यहाँ पे साइड में एक बॉन्ड आएगा लोन पेयर वाला एटम, इसको एच बॉन्ड बोलेंगे हम। और ये बॉन्ड के साथ जब ये बॉन्ड थोड़ी सी शेयरिंग करेगा, इसको हम बोलते हैं दैट इज कॉल्ड एज हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड। और ये भी इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एटम होना चाहिए और स्मॉल साइज होना चाहिए इसका और लॉन्ग पेयर। और ये जो एटम है ये कोवलेंट बॉन्ड है, और जब इसके साथ ये पेयर होगा तब ये बनेगा हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड। और इसके साथ पेयर होने वाले हैं फ्लोरीन नहीं फ्लोराइड, ऑक्सीजन, ऑक्सीजन एंड नाइट्रोजन। और ये इनऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री में बताया जाता है और ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री में बताया जाता है CnCl। So thank you all of you listening to my presentation. I hope you understand this is topic of hydrogen bonding and its types and its example explain. Once again, thank you so much, sir and ma'am. I hope we meet again. Thank you to all of you. Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you, Isha. Very nicely you have represent your topic in front of all the students. So, okay, our next participant is Pranjali. Hello, Pranjali, is there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So, dear students, Pranjali will represent her topic in front of you. So, Pranjali, please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Hi everyone, I am Pranjali. My topic for seminar is hydrogen bonding and its type. टॉपिक से ही हमें पता चलता है कि यहाँ हाइड्रोजन की बॉन्डिंग होने वाली है। तो हाइड्रोजन की बॉन्डिंग हाईली इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एटम के साथ होती है। जैसे कि हाईली इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एटम्स आर ऑक्सीजन, फ्लोराइड एंड नाइट्रोजन। Definition of hydrogen bonding is the force of attraction between the hydrogen atom and highly electronegative atom is called hydrogen bonding. As we know that when hydrogen atom bonded with highly electronegative atom, then there is a development of partial charge takes place. Where a partial positive charge takes place on hydrogen atom and partial negative charge takes place on highly electronegative atom. जैसे हाइड्रोजन एग्जाम्पल इसका हाइड्रोजन फ्लोराइड, one hydrogen fluoride atom bonded with other hydrogen fluoride atom with fluoride and with hydrogen की फ्लोराइड दूसरे मॉलिक्यूल के फ्लोराइड के साथ बॉन्डिंग होती है। एंड उसके टाइप पढ़ेंगे। देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग। फर्स्ट वन इज इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग एंड सेकंड वन इज इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग। फर्स्ट हम देखते हैं इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग। इन इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग द बॉन्डिंग बिटवीन द two or more different molecules of same substance is called intermolecular hydrogen bonding. मतलब दो मॉलिक्यूल डिफरेंट मॉलिक्यूल में यहाँ हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग होती है। जैसे वाटर के एक मॉलिक्यूल के हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग दूसरे वाटर मॉलिक्यूल के साथ होती है। जैसे पहले वाटर मॉलिक्यूल का हाइड्रोजन दूसरे वाटर मॉलिक्यूल के ऑक्सीजन के साथ बॉन्डेड होता है। उसके और एग्जांपल्स है जैसे NH3 एंड हाइड्रोजन फ्लोराइड। सेकंड वन इज इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग। The definition of intermolecular hydrogen bonding is the bonding between the same atom. यहाँ same जैसे कि ऑर्थो वाला OH ग्रुप होता है उसका हाइड्रोजन एन नाइट्रो ग्रुप के साथ अटैच होने वाले ऑक्सीजन के साथ बॉन्डेड होता है. And other examples of intramolecular hydrogen bonding is salicylaldehyde and orthochlorophenol. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Pranjali. Very nicely you have represent your topic. So our next participant is Tejasvi. Hello, Tejasvi. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
So, dear students, Tejasvi will represent her topic in front of you. So, please, Tejasvi, go ahead.
Good morning, teachers and all the students. First, I give my introduction. Myself, Kumari Tejasvi Prabhakarji Dhok, class BSc first year, group PCM, and my topic name is fluorides of xenon. First, I like to give the information about the xenon and fluorine. First, we see xenon. Formula of xenon is Xe, atomic number 54, electronic configuration krypton 4d10 2s2 2p6, position in 18 group. We also see fluorine. Symbol of fluorine is F, atomic number 9, electronic configuration helium 2s2 2p5, position in 17 group. We see fluorides of xenon. Xenon can form a compound with that element who have contain higher electronegativity. And we also know that fluorine atom contain a higher electronegativity. So xenon can form a compound with fluorine. Temperature, concentration, catalyst, etc. Xenon can form different type of fluorides. For example, xenon difluoride, xenon tetrafluoride, and xenon hexafluoride. We see the first example of fluorides of xenon is xenon difluoride. Formula of xenon difluoride is XeF2. We see reaction in photochemical combination of xenon and fluorine react in presence of mercury vapors. It gives a xenon difluoride. We see bonding in xenon difluoride. First, we see electronic configuration of xenon 5s2 5p6, or we also write 5s2 5p x2 5p y2 5p z2. In exciting state, one electron transfer from 5pz to 5d xy orbital. Out of them, 3 contain lone pair and 2 contain unpaired electron. Thus, 2 orbitals form a sigma bonding with fluorine atom. Due to sp3d hybridization, the expected geometry is trigonal bipyramidal. But in presence of 3 lone pair at equatorial position, geometry become linear. Angle form a 180 degree. We see that compound is xenon difluoride. Formula XeF2, hybridization sp3d, and structure become linear. There are 3 lone pair and 2 unpaired electron. So bond angle form a 180. XeF that there is a form a 180 degree.
Hello,
We
Tejasvi.
see the next example of fluorides of xenon is xenon hexafluoride.
आपका जो स्ट्रक्चर है वो स्ट्रक्चर अच्छे से क्लियर नहीं दिख रहा है, वो एक बार फिर से दिखाओ थोड़ा सा, मतलब वहाँ पे लाइट ज्यादा हो रही है। और थोड़ा सा आगे लो, कैमरा के थोड़ा सा आगे लो। और हाँ ठीक है, अभी दिख रहा है। हाँ अभी बताओ।
There is a 3 lone pair and 2 unpaired electron. XeF. There is a form a 180 degree angle. We see the next example, xenon tetrafluoride. Xenon tetrafluoride also prepared by titrating xenon and fluorine in 1:5 at 400 degrees Celsius in nickel tube under a pressure of 5 to 6 atmosphere. We also see structure and bonding in xenon tetrafluoride. First, we see outer electronic configuration of xenon. 5s2, 5upx2, 5upy2, 5upz2. In exciting state, two electron transfer from 5p2 5d orbital. Thus exciting state electronic configuration is 5s2, 5upx2, 5upy1, 5upz1, 5udxy1, 5udyz1. In case 2 lone pair and 4 unpaired electron present. Thus 4 orbital form sigma bond with fluorine atom. Due to this sp3d hybridization, expected geometry is octahedral, but 2 lone pair occupying opposite position, geometry becomes square planar. सर दिख रहा है? There is a 2 lone pair and 4 unpaired electron is formed. These 4 unpaired electron form a sigma bond with fluorine atom, and there is a form a 90 degree FXCF. There is a 90 degree angle is formed. We see next example of fluorides of xenon is xenon hexafluoride. We see reaction Xc plus 3F2 in ratio 1:20, 150 to 300 degrees Celsius, and 50 to 60 atmosphere. Xenon hexafluoride is formed. We also see structure and bonding in xenon hexafluoride. First, we see outer electronic configuration of xenon is 5s2, 5upx2, 5upy2, 5upz2. From showing hexavalence in excited state, 3 electron transfer from 5up to 5ud orbital. Thus, exciting state electronic configuration is 5s2, 5upx1, 5upy1, 5upz1, 5udxy1, 5udyz1, dxz1. Out of them, 1 lone pair and 6 unpaired electron contained. Thus, 6 orbital form sigma bond with fluorine atom. So, sp3d hybridization expected geometry is pentagonal bipyramidal, but 1 lone pair present at the center of the octahedron, and geometry get disorder, and geometry become form a disorder octahedral. We can see diagram. 1 lone pair and 6 unpaired electron form. The 6 unpaired electron form a sigma bond, and in this structure no bond angle is formed because no perfect bond angle is formed, because we see in this way तो 90 डिग्री हो जाएगा, यहाँ से शो करेंगे तो 180 हो जाएगा, इसीलिए यहाँ पे कोई भी परफेक्ट बॉन्ड एंगल फॉर्म नहीं होता. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Tejasvi.
Sir, हो गया मेरा.
Yes, thank you, Tejasvi. Very nicely you have represent your topic. So our next participant is Shravani. Hello, Shravani is here. Shravani.
Yes, sir.
So dear student, Shravani will represent her topic in front of you. So Shravani, please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Hello, student. My name is Shravani Arvind Deshmukh, studying in BSc first year, CBZ group. Good afternoon, all. Today, my topic is the properties of noble gases. First of all, we know very well the property, the noble gas, how many noble gas present in periodic table and their position and their electronic configuration and their name. Instead, I tell you, first of all, there is 6 type of noble gases present, 6 type of noble gases present in modern periodic table, and their name is 6 type of noble gases present in periodic table, and their name is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. And helium have atomic number 2, neon have atomic number 10, argon 18, krypton 36, xenon 54, and radon 86. And we know also their electronic configuration. The first property of noble gases is the atomic radius. The atomic radius is always increases. जो atomic radius होता है वो always increases होता है from top to bottom. Why? Because due to increase in shell, due to increase in shell, because जो इलेक्ट्रॉन की आउटर मोस्ट ऑर्बिट होती है वो फुल्ली फिल्ड होती है, इसीलिए जो एटॉमिक रेडियस होता है वो ऑलवेज इंक्रीज होता है. नाउ द सेकंड प्रॉपर्टी, द जनरलाइज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ नोबल गैस इज ऑलवेज generalized electronic configuration of noble gas is 1s2 ns2 and np2 except helium. Why? Because helium have electronic configuration only 1s2. Then we have question in our mind, when helium have electronic configuration only 1s2, then how it's called noble gas. Why? Because the properties of helium is matched to or similar as the properties of inert gas, so that's why helium called inert gas. Now third property, electron gain enthalpy is always positive. इलेक्ट्रॉन gain enthalpy होते हैं वो पॉजिटिव होती है. Why? Because they are complete, because of they are fully filled. complete outer electron, जो outer most shell होता है वो क्या होता है, complete होता है, इसीलिए electron gain enthalpy वो पॉजिटिव होती है. But from top to bottom electronegativity decreases. From top to bottom electronegativity जो होती है वो decrease होती है. Now we learn about all are the noble gases. Now we think कि अगर ये नोबल गैस है तो ये रिएक्ट नहीं होती होगी, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है. कुछ नोबल गैसेस ऐसी है जो रिएक्ट भी होती है और प्रोडक्ट भी फॉर्म करती है, और इनमें से सबसे पहला नाम आता है वो होता है xenon का. Xenon, the compounds of xenon is most important. The lots of time asked in exam the compound of noble gases. Now we learn the most important property of noble gas, that is we learn the most important properties of noble gas, that is the helium and neon do not form clathrates, and all of noble gas are formed clathrates except helium and neon. Now clathrates means what? Clathrates is also called as cage compound. Clathrates are compound in which they are trapped within crystal cavity. They are trapped within cavities of crystal lattice of certain organic and inorganic substance. ठीक है, am I clear? Now first noble gas compound. जो फर्स्ट नोबल गैस कंपाउंड है वो है XCPtF6. इसमें क्या है, xenon है, प्लेटिनम है और फ्लोरीन भी है. और फर्स्ट नोबल गैस कंपाउंड प्रिपेयर्ड बाय नील बैरेट. फर्स्ट नोबल गैस कंपाउंड जो है वो नील बैरेट ने प्रिपेयर किया है. और जो मतलब वो जो रिएक्शन होते हैं, कॉमन रिएक्शन, वो क्या थी, O2PT F6. और जब O2PT F6 को xenon के साथ रिएक्ट किया तो वो क्या फॉर्म किया, XCPtF6. नाउ ऐसी क्या खास क्वालिटी है xenon में जो वो ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिप्लेस हुआ, और वो जब वो रिएक्ट हुआ O2PT F6 तो उसने मतलब वो क्या फॉर्म किया, XCPtF6. तो मतलब ऐसी क्या खास क्वालिटी है xenon में कि उसने मतलब वो उसने ऑक्सीजन को रिप्लेस करके खुद वहां जाके बैठ गया. क्यों? क्योंकि नील बैरलेट मींस जिसने फर्स्ट नोबल गैस कंपाउंड प्रिपेयर किया है, वो नील बैरलेट नोटिस that the ionization energy of oxygen is very close to ionization energy of xenon. Ionization energy of oxygen is 1175 kg per mole inverse, and ionization energy of xenon is 1170 kg per mole inverse. इसीलिए ऑक्सीजन जो है वो xenon ने ऑक्सीजन को रिप्लेस किया. नाउ केमिकल रिएक्शन ऑफ xenon, इट्स अ मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट. This is very important property of noble gas. Now xenon के compounds के hydrolysis के product. Now first of all, when we react xenon with F2, it form XCF2. ठीक है, हमें क्लियर. नाउ इसमें क्या है, सिर्फ एक ही xenon का मोल है और अपने फ्लोरीन के भी एक ही मोल है. नाउ when we react xenon with F2, लेकिन अभी F2 के क्या है, F2 के 5 मोल है, तो इसीलिए वो क्या फॉर्म करेगा, XCF4. नाउ जेनॉन रिएक्ट विथ, फिर से अगर जेनॉन को F2 के साथ रिएक्ट किया जाए तो वो क्या फॉर्म, लेकिन अब क्या है, जेनॉन का जो है वो 1 मोल है, लेकिन अब F2 के जो है वो 20 मोल है, इसलिए वो क्या फॉर्म करेगा, XCF6. नाउ जेनॉन हैव 3 फ्लोराइड, विच वन, XCF2, XCF2, XCF4 and XCF6. Okay, now their oxidation state, XCF2 have oxidation state F+2, XCF4 have oxidation state +4 and XCF6 have oxidation state +6. ठीक है. नाउ अगर हम हाइड्रोलिसिस कराए किसका, XCF6 का और XCF4 का, तो वो क्या फॉर्म करेगा, XCO3 + HF. और इन दोनों का अगर हम हाइड्रोलिसिस कराएंगे तो एक ही प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म होगा, वो क्या है, XCF4. नाउ हाइड्रोलिसिस मीन्स व्हाट, कि मतलब वाटर के रिएक्ट विथ वाटर. ठीक है. व्हाई, बिकॉज ऑल द प्रोडक्ट आर क्रिस्टलाइन एंड रेडिली अंडरगो हाइड्रोलिसिस. सो इसीलिए अगर हम XCF4 का हाइड्रोलिसिस करवाए या XCF6 का हाइड्रोलिसिस करवाए तो वो XCO3 और +HF फॉर्म करेगा. ठीक है. ओके सर, थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू. हेलो सर. हेलो सर. हेलो सर.
Hello, Delini.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Delini will represent her topic in front of you. So please, Delini, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Delini Salame, and today we are going to learn about molarity, molality, and normality. So, molarity, molality, and normality are the units of concentration. All 3 units express amount of solute dissolved in solvent. So, first we will learn molarity. Then let's begin. So, when 1 gram of mole solute is dissolved in 1000 milliliters of solution, it is called as 1 molar solution. The symbol for molarity is capital M. So, we can say that molarity is the so we can say that molarity is the amount of solute in mole dissolved in 1 liter solution. Be clear that the final volume of the solution must be 1 liter. Then the formula for molarity is number of mole of solute upon volume of solution in dm³ or number of mole of solute upon volume of solution in milliliter, that is meter cube into 1000. Now we will solve a numerical on this. Sir, can I share my screen?
Yes. Yeah, okay, just was. Yes, now you are host. Please share your screen.
Okay, sir. So the question is, a solution of NaOH was prepared by dissolving 1.6 gram of NaOH in 500 centimeter of water. 500 centimeter cube of water. Calculate the molarity of NaOH solution. So the first thing we have to do is to write the given values. So the given values are mass of NaOH is 1.6 gram, molar mass of NaOH is 40 gram per mole, and the volume of solution is 500 centimeter cube. So we will convert it into liters, so it will be 0.5 liters. Now we have to calculate molarity by putting the same formula that we discussed above, that is number of mole of solute upon volume of solution in liters. So for that, first we have to find number of mole of solute. So we can find number of mole of solute by putting mass upon molar mass. So the mass is 1.6 gram and upon molar mass is 40 gram per mole. So after dividing both the values, we will get 0.04 mole. So we got the number of mole of solute. Now we can calculate molarity. So the molarity is number of mole of solute, that is 0.04 mole upon volume of solution in liters, that is 0.5 liters. after calculating dividing both the values, we will get 0.08 molar. So this is our final solution. The molarity of the NaOH solution is 0.08 molar. I'm explaining the short method of division. We can also use logarithms for it. Now the molality. So when 1 gram of mole solute is dissolved in 1 kilogram of solvent, it is called as 1 molar solution. So 1 molar solution. The symbol for molality is small m. In molarity, in molarity it is molar, and in molality it is molar. We have to we don't have to get confused in this. Okay. Then we can say that molality is the amount of solute dissolved in solvent. Sorry. Molality sorry. So we can say that molality is the amount of solute dissolved in 1 kilogram of solvent. Then the formula for molality is number of mole of solute upon mass of solvent in kilogram, or number of mole of solute upon mass of solvent in gram into 1000. Means the final weight or mass of should be more than kilogram. No matter of volume is involved, temperature will change in temperature, but the molality will remain constant with change in temperature. Now we'll solve a problem on this also. So the question is, so the question is 11.11 gram of urea was dissolved in 100 gram of water. Calculate the molality of the solution. So here also we will first write the given values. So the given values are mass of solute is 11.11 gram, mass 100 grams. That also we have to calculate it into kilogram. That will be 0.1 kilogram. Now we have to calculate molality. So here also we will put the same formula that we discussed above. That is number of mole of solute upon mass of solvent in kilogram. So here also first we have to find number of mole of solute, that is mass upon molar mass. So the mass is 11.11 gram upon 60 gram per mole.